Mr. Kurtz, what qualifies as sexual harassment?
Sexual harassment is a very serious issue in the workplace. Not all acts of a coworker or an employer would necessarily constitute sexual harassment. For example, if a coworker were to tell you that you look nice that day, or maybe ask you out on a date, that doesn't necessarily constitute sexual harassment. Now, those same acts, if they persist after you ask the coworker or employer to stop, that might constitute sexual harassment. The classic examples of sexual harassment are when an employer asks a coworker in exchange for increased compensation or to retain their job to perform sexual acts. The other general category of sexual harassment is what's known as a hostile work environment. Typically, a hostile work environment claim arises out of when a female is introduced into a traditionally male-dominated industry. While usually the introduction of a female into the workplace of one of these industries goes without incident, but on rare occasions there is incident. These instances can take the form of rude comments, obstacles to the female being able to do her job, distribution of sexually inappropriate materials. Now, the actions of coworkers or supervisors aren't the only elements that affect a hostile work environment claim. It's also the actions of the company once you advise them that these actions are occurring. For example, does the company have a human resources department? Does it have procedures in place to make complaints of this nature? And once the complaints are received, what does the company do about it? Do they do nothing? Or do they actively counsel and rectify the situation?